morning, everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a much better day than I am. Well, it finally happened. I got a really bad chest cold and head cold, and I've got it in my joints and my hands, and yeah, I've got that all. We used to call it grippe, the grip, because it would grip onto you. So yeah. So here I am. I'm working on its beginning. This is the Shannon Christine design. It is also where I got this was at vipcrossstitch.com. And all the information will be down below, including the discount code for VIP cross stitch. And right now, like, everybody's having Black Friday sales, so it might behoove you to try and take advantage of that and forego the discount, because I think that the deals are much better, you know. So and they have, I don't know what it is, buy two get one free, or buy three get one free, something like that. And then if you're really adventurous, you can get up to, I think they said 20. And yeah. Oh my gosh, is this going to be my day here where nothing works right? And then I've been having this, I've just had cramps and gas and just real bad. And I am thinking now that it's probably a touch of food poisoning. And I think I know what it is, because I had something so totally different that I think that's where it is. Sydney, what are you doing? No, Sydney. Sydney. So I'm thinking that's what it is. So Sydney, let go. Let go. I know you want to play. Let go. So I've taken a couple of Dayquil tablets, or capsules, I mean. And yeah, I'm going to see what comes of it. I had my regular Tylenol too that I took earlier this morning. And I think I may just crawl into bed. I may just do that. Oh my gosh. You know what? I may just have to. I'm going to, because I'm not fighting with this. I am not fighting with this. There. So, yeah. So I'm just hanging out. I didn't get dressed. I'm just staying warm. But I think that it's all because of that I'm so run down. Because I've been up every morning early. And believe me, after a time, it really will play on your system. So, I'm just watching Where the Crawdads Sing on Prime Video. So if you haven't watched it yet, I would highly recommend going and watching it, because it seems to be very good. Very good. I never read the book, and so I don't, yeah. I don't even remember if it was part of our reading in English to read it. I don't understand that. Why don't they just have it that you read whatever you want to read and write a book report on it? You know? But, oh, and they, remember in school, Macbeth, all the Shakespeare, all the Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn. Oh, gosh, I don't know, whatever else. I read those books, but yeah. It's just, to me, it's, what if you don't like to read those type of books? What if you're into science fiction or horror or romance or something like that? Wouldn't you rather do a book report on what you know? Because I know with me, what I did was I just kind of flipped the pages. And then I picked it up again. And, you know, in the next chapter or something. Because I just couldn't get into it. I just could not get into it. It was just not my thing. So, oh, my elbows are so sore. And my hands and that. And I just feel such a chill. Later on, I'm going to have a shower. So hopefully that will spruce me up. But I think I'm going to go and lay down in bed because it's it'll be a lot easier for me. Give me an opportunity to rest up and that. So Juliet found a crochet hook yesterday. But she said there was next to nothing for yarn at Walmart. And none of the really nice sparkly yarn. You know, like you would be able to get the red, white, and green. But I'm not going to be crocheting anything here. Nothing. Oh, gosh. Went wrong. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go and lay down in bed. Hopefully I can have a bit of a snooze so that I can recharge my batteries. And that. So thank you for your comments there about how much gas is where you are. Sure would be nice to hear from some Canadians to find out what it is per liter where you are. I know I could go on Gas Buddy and look, but it's so much easier, I think, to have it that you just tell me. Sydney's looking for Jonah. Jonah's probably hiding, or he's up somewhere. So, Alexa, TV went off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch TV. I'm just too achy. I'm just going to go in the bed and lay down. Sydney, get out of there. Get. I was in there drinking my coffee. That's all I need is to have him even more hyper than he is. Yeah. He settles down after a little while, and then he sleeps the rest of the day. But boy, he's gotten big. Oh, he sees his reflection in the TV. Sydney. Sydney, Sydney, Sydney. No, Sydney. What a brat. But boy, he likes to schnoodle. He likes to schmooze up. And he does all of that. Okay, I'm just trying to find here where I have to go. Okay, so go here. So tomorrow I will be doing my spinning wheel again. It's hard to believe that'll be week 4. Can you imagine? So I'm kind of eager to see what I get. And I have various projects. And part of me is hoping for one of the counted ones to try and get that finished, or make a dent in it, actually. Because I have the Hope and Love. I have Christmas Garden. I have not yet started my Christmas list. So that one, I think that's by Silver Needle, I think. And that one should be fairly easy because they're just basically motifs, and you do them in a like bell pull style. So yeah. So we'll see how my day goes today. How achy I will be. Tomorrow church isn't until 2 o'clock. Mass, I mean. And that's because Father has confirmation tomorrow. So, and I think the confirmation, I think it's at like 11 o'clock or 10:30. But they're having a luncheon afterwards. So, and then by the time he gets up here, you know, he'll never make it for, or maybe it's at 10 o'clock, but he can't make it here for noon. So, but it is what it is. We're just happy to have him. Okay, so I think I'm going to go along here. I'm working on the wagon part. So, but I will try to stitch as much as I am able to today. It might not be very much. I may just pack it in and just lay in bed and, I don't know, maybe have some light Christmas music on or something like that and just lay in bed. Sydney, leave the tree alone. Sydney. So, yeah. That's about it. Nothing much else. Oh, Jonah's there. Jonah doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to be left alone. Sydney. 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 He's just relentless. Sydney. And then he does that schnoodle. Because he's trying to, say, I'm here. I'm here. Look at me. Sydney. And around they go behind the TV and to the front again. They just keep going around and around. Sydney. These brats. Ooh. Ooh. Jonah is hissing. He's doing that earlier, too. So I don't know if you can hear that. The furnace is running, so I'm not sure. So I did go uptown yesterday, and I had plugged Susie in overnight, as well as have the trickle charger on her. And so then I had stopped first at the pharmacy, but my meds weren't done, so I asked Mina, the pharmacist, if he could drop off my meds, and I told him, I said, I might be losing my driver's license, and he was concerned, but he said, don't worry. He said, I will get you your prescriptions. I said, thank you. And I mean, like, they have to go right by here anyways to go to back to Winnipeg. And then I stopped in at the Shop Easy, and Cash was there. And I explained the same situation to Cash. And I said, that if it is that my driver's license gets pulled, I said, I may have to just phone you and that. And he said, no problem, because he stays overnight here in town. He bought himself a small house. And the house is just kind of around about a block away. It's near David's place. And he said, no problem. It's not like he's coming out to the country or anything, which I'm grateful for. I don't live in the country, because I would be then very isolated. Very, very isolated. So, yeah. So the Christmas craft sale is on here in Eriksdale, but of course I'm not going because I'm not feeling up to it. And I'm not going to spread my, whatever I've got, this grippe, to others. And I said, I'm not going to do that. That's just, and tomorrow, should I go to church for Mass, I'm going to wear a mask, and I'm going to sit at the back of the church, and I'm not going to read anything. So, so Juliet said, okay. I said, I will try to go, but I said, if I don't feel really good, I said, I'm just going to stay home, because I don't want to get any worse, And no, this is not COVID. I had COVID, and this is not COVID. I had COVID before COVID was even a thing here, before they named it COVID. Before it was even recognized in Canada, I had it. So, and of course they kept saying, oh, well, you have to be to China. And you have to be to Wuhan. And, no, you don't. There could have been people that came back from Wuhan. And I know exactly where I picked it up. It was on the 2nd of January, 2000, at the Walmart at Unicity in Winnipeg. Because I know that's where I picked it up. So, and by the 4th, I was feeling horrible. But I had to get my new tires on the 6th, so I went to that. And then I had a counseling appointment, but I didn't stay long with that, and I just came home. And of course, everybody was saying, well, it's a flu, and, just a seasonal flu. And I said, no, I've had the flu before, and this is not the flu, because this was far, 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 far worse. Because I felt like I was going to die, and I do mean that absolutely, literally, because I didn't know if I could take my next breath. Speaking of which, I've got to take my puffer here because I can feel my chest. So, yeah. So anyway, it's... I asked Juliet, I said if she was going there to the Christmas craft sale to get me silent auction tickets. Get me just $5 worth and put them in things there that I might be interested in. So she said, yep. And I said, you know what I like and what I'm interested in. She said, yeah. And, but the only thing is, our ATMs are all down here for, around here for the, what is it? Our new credit union, because it was amalgamated. So now they're just doing, they have to do upgrades to the system and that. So you can't go to the ATMs. You can't go to, you can't even go to the credit union and ask because they can't get in. You can't do any online banking. And you can't use your bank card at all. And it will be back on Sunday. So it's not like a long time. So, but I told Juliet, I said, I will totally square it up with her on Monday. So, because I owe her money for some Lipsil that she bought me week and a half ago when we went to Winnipeg. But she bought, it was more expensive. It was in a round thing. Sure works good. But it's the only thing that they had over there at the store. There on our way home. My lips were just, they were so chapped. They were so, they were so chapped. They were sore. And I had looked there when we had gone to the liquidation place, but they didn't have anything. So, yeah. So, yeah, so I wonder what I'm going to get tomorrow. That's the exciting part. Oh, I watched Stitching with Laura today, and well, I watched yesterday's review, and then when she was working on it, and it was these snow globes. And Laura, you beat me to it because I've been looking at those for quite a while, and for a while there, it was only counted. All it was counted. And now they've been bringing out stamped ones. But yeah, I'm going to be getting that. There's that one. And then there's another one. But I like both. So I may just get that. Yeah. Oh, and my mouth is sore. I've got my teeth in, and it's just sore. But I think that's just because I have it here. You know, it's all in my head and all in, you know, just everything is sore. But my nose was running just like a waterfall yesterday. Mind you, I was in and out of places, so being in the cold, going into the warm, going back into the cold, into the warm, back out to the cold. Yeah. But it was nice there that Susie was so nice and warm in there. She was just, she was protected in the garage, and I was so happy. Oh, I bought a few things there at the shop. You see there are these apple tart things there. And I don't have enough room in my freezer, so I just left them outside in the garage. They're in the box, and I just put them up. And as far as I know, there's no mice in there. I may have to put them in a container or something. But not today. Not today. I can't. There's no way. I don't want to stick my nose out. I know I will have to when it comes time for Lilybell. But, yeah. So I wonder what I'm going to get. Will it be Father Christmas? Will it be Hope and Love? Will it be my Christmas list? What else is there? Will it be my nutcrackers? Will it be Lady in the Woods? What will it be tomorrow? I so look forward to that. Because it's nice here to work on these. But, yeah. I look forward there to seeing what else I'm going to work with. Yeah. I got to check around on Black Friday sales there on Amazon to see about getting, I want to get some chalkboard black fabric, Ada. I've worked on black and I don't care for it. But I heard that the chalkboard is much easier to work on because it's lighter. So, because I have some of the Stitching with the Housewives. charts. I was looking around that for all the charts that I have had that I bought over the last little while, couple of years, 3 or 4 years maybe. So, yes. Well, I'm almost finished this part here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all of this color finished, but it depends on how I feel, right? It depends on totally how I feel. I happened to watch another lady's cross-stitch video, and she had received this one. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, which is a Shannon Christine Designs. So if you're working on it and want the counted, and so you can support the designer, then go to her website and you will receive, like, you'll see everything that she's got. And I think Shannon Christine is a Canadian, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Somehow I kind of think so. But, like, she's from Western Canada, like BC or something. But I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. And she's got beautiful, beautiful... Hi, Sydney. Yes, Sydney. She's got beautiful designs. The only thing is, I have trouble seeing, working on a printed pattern. It's very difficult for me. And the older I get, the more difficult it's becoming. Sydney. Oh, Sydney. I might go down. So, yeah. Oh, I used to buy pattern after pattern after pattern after pattern. And I used to buy the paper ones. Then, of course, it came out too that you could get the digital copy, right? But then you'd have to print that out too. And nowadays you can put it in, a program so you can see the pattern better. And then, but once they brought the printed canvases out, that helped me a lot. And I'm all for supporting designers and like Shannon Christine or Stitching with the Housewives or whoever, Nicola Parkman. Oh, I did something wrong there. So please, if you have the opportunity and you can work on counted, then support the designers. Now, I think it is that many of these printed shops are, you may have noticed that the price of the kits have gone up, like sometimes $10, $15. Well, I think it's because they have struck a deal with certain designers to to do the printed ones. And I'm all for that. I think that's great. I think that is just awesome. So, and the designers should work with these companies and have their designs printed on fabric, because isn't it better to buy one that is authorized by the designer and to support the designer than it is to have illegal copies out there? And I don't like that. And like I said, when I got this one, I was not aware that it was I thought it had been from a picture or something. You know, I wasn't aware. So, so yeah, please support your local designer and your local needlework shop, because that's always good. However, if it is that you are like me, where you cannot see the chart, or, you know, can't do counted anymore, then, you know, please look at the ones that have, you know, that support the designers, and pick those ones out. But of course, you're going to find a lot of people who won't. Okay. And do one more stitch here. And then that's it. Yeah, so I finished my book last night. And I've tried a few audio books, but nothing is... there's nothing that I want to listen to. So, okay. I'm just kind of working here in the middle. I can see that I've still got a bunch. So, but I'll see how I feel. And thank you for your prayers and your kind comments. And please go and look on Facebook, Stitching in the Interlake, and my email address is stitchingintheinterlake, all one word, @gmail.com. And please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all those wonderful things. I love reading your comments. I may not answer everybody, but I will give you a heart and a thumbs up and all of that I have read it. So, all right, everyone. So, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes and Sydney, who's got his little baby there. See, that's his baby. And he farts around on it. And Jonah is up there on his perch there on the sofa. And yeah, so please enjoy the day in whatever way. And I hope you all stay well and not sick. But I am. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to crawl into bed. So we'll see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodle-oodles, everybody.